We are in Kwambonambi looking at the visuals of the cortege there that is making its way to the sports complex for the start of the funeral service of the late Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa. With us is someone who would have not only worked with him in the ANC but also in government. That is the former Deputy Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Noqawe Mafu, who is joining us to talk about her own reflections and some of the moments we may not have even seen in front of cameras with the late former minister as well, because he wasn't just an ambassador, he wore many hats. And thank you so much to you for your time. Firstly, condolences, because this is someone you would have also worked very closely at some point. How are you processing his passing?
Thanks, Bongi, and good morning to the viewers at home. A sad day indeed. When we heard the news, some of us couldn't, agree. We thought, no, it must be fake news, until it was confirmed. It's sad for us, it's sad for the family, but also for the members of the African National Congress, particularly us who had worked with Nyambose for more than 30 years. And for me in particular, that you don't know is that where we are standing right now in Dondota, this was my constituency for 10 years. I took the constituency office from Nyambose. This was Nyambose's constituency, Kwambonambi. And then when he was taken to Mpumalanga in 2014, I took over this constituency. So I worked in this constituency for 10 years. More than the fact that it was his home. So I interfaced with his family. I interfaced with the things that, the fact that who he was, where he came from, and started to appreciate even the background where he came from, because I actually stayed in this constituency for 10 years.
I think, former DM, when you look at his contribution to building this nation, how will you remember him? Maybe share with us those stories that we don't know, because often we see what's been covered in the news, but in the background there are stories to tell about human beings, particularly those who have made a contribution and have made mistakes, because you make mistakes because you are getting your hands dirty.
Yes, Sophie. Look, Nyambose was somebody who was very calm. Let's start there. He didn't get his voice raised easily. I'm somebody who get agitated very quickly. So he would always say to me, calm down, DM. Relax, take it easy. He's the kind of person who nothing shakes him easily, but also he was very close to the people that he worked with. Sometimes out of the glare of the cameras, out of the glare of everybody, the staff in the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, they would know that even if anything happened to them, he was the first one to say, DM, I won't be able to go to that family, but please go on our behalf. Did you hear that so-and-so is not well? Please go there. That's the kind of person that he was. One of the things that was very close to him was this community. This community was very close to Nyambose. The stadium that we are at now, this stadium was commissioned by him and myself. What happened here is that there is Siyabonga Sangweni, who comes from this Ward 9, who used to play for Pirates, and he got injured. So we were doing Siyabonga games here in this ground every year since 2013. And then the mayor here, Mayor Mgenge, then asked us, can we do a stadium here just as part of the legacy? And we did this stadium. But unfortunately, during the floods, it was then taken away. It had to be rebuilt. But this is, so for me, the fact that we are burying him here is so significant, because this is one of his legacies. He actually asked for this stadium to be built.
Let's let you go. Thank you so much for sharing the reflections with us. I see Simpiwe Makanya has got someone else with us. And Simpiwe, you do have the ANC's first Deputy Secretary General, that is Nomvula Mkonyane, with you.
Yeah.